the culture. So I'm so proud of my time at Clark Atlanta.
So you get down there anytime, every now and then, and check and you go down there still?
Every now and then, but I don't go to the AUC. So I need to go down there, like, preferably if homecoming is back next year, I'll try to get down there so I can be back in the swing of things with the young people.
So I mean, so what time period was that at Clark? Because Clark has got a lot of different pockets of time.
Oh yeah, so for
With the
me
different
that
people.
was 2000, it was 2003 to 2005 is when I
Okay,
was
so
there.
you crime mob era.
Yes, I'm Nuckathy Buck. All of that.
No, so that was the crime mob CAU era. Okay, like when they was
Yes.
when what video did they shoot on Clark's campus? Rock Your Hips.
Oh, okay, Rocket
Rock Your
Hips.
Hips.
And then also when I was there, our homecoming was done by a very new artist at the time called Kanye West.
Of course.
And now that I look back, I'm like, wow, like that was such a priceless, experience to be able to, for like $50, see a young Kanye West when he still had the polo and the backpack on, to see him perform. Because now
So
you,
this is through the wire, Kanye. I'm assuming.
yes, this is through the wire Kanye. Like he was like the opener, like he
Oh
was
wow.
new. So yeah, that was pretty dope.
Wearing two polos, Kanye.
Yes.
So let's go into, so you after CAU you go through everything with your daughter, getting yourself out of that. How did you get into that space of wanting to be an entrepreneur?
Well, it kind of chose me.
Okay.
So fast forward to 2017, I went through a year of loss. Like my 2017 was like 2020 to most people.
Okay.
It was like I could not catch a break. It was one thing after another. I had a relationship I was in for about 9 years that was starting to come apart at the seams. And subsequently, we both were having issues with our jobs and our finances, and the apartment that we shared was gone, the car that we shared was gone,
Damn.
and
Oh no, you're
the
right.
relationship,
This sounds hellacious.
yeah, the relationship left soon after. And then we also were in the midst of finding out that my 2-year-old son was diagnosed with autism.
Oh man.
So I was at a point where I was just like, I mean, what else can you take from me? Like, what else can you do? I don't have a place to live. I don't have a car to drive. I don't have a man. My son is having these challenges, and I'm blaming myself and trying to figure out if there's anything different I could have done in regards to that. So I literally had hit rock bottom in every area of my life. And it took some key people who rallied around me and was like, no, we're not going to let you live in depression. I tell people all the time, it was such an ugly time for me. And that's why I enjoy getting glammed up and being part of things now, because I was a recluse.
Mm.
I was shopping at Old Navy for dresses that went from my neck down to my ankles. I was not doing my hair. Sometimes I didn't change out of pajamas for days at a time.
Hey, hold on,
I
hold on. I
was,
do that now. I do that now. I mean, I have a nice line
I'm just saying.
I wear pajamas out in general sometimes.
Well, see, now it's okay, because now we're all like quarantining in a pandemic.
No, I was doing it before. I was doing it before.
Oh, oh,
I, I had a whole style I was
let me
doing.
clean.
And like I call it po pimping. That's the style I call it, po pimping. That's the style I kind of coined it.
Oh, I like that. That's
So
chic.
with
I
so
like
the
that.
style started with wearing sweatpants and blazers. That's where it
Okay,
started at.
I can see that.
and
Okay.
then and then it just kind of, as I got older and more curmudgeon, it went to blazers and
I just
pajama
tried that like
pants.
in a photo shoot. Can I steal that?
Yeah. But the thing is, though, people don't even know that they're pajama pants sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Like
Are
I
they
got
like
some.
plaid? Do they have a
Yeah, sometimes they're
pattern?
plaid. Like I got some
Okay.
dope polo ones that look like they're like workout clothes, but they're really pajamas. So no, so I don't like
Shout
that
out to
hate
Ralph
violence. Yeah,
Lauren.
like that's what I always said. Like, man, as more sponsors come in for the network, I definitely need to get a pajama sponsor, because I'm gonna rock that all the
Yeah,
time.
definitely get yourself a brand ambassadorship. You deserve
Yeah,
it.
I'm out.
But
Wait till the club open back up.
I'm telling you,
Even though I
but
haven't been
yeah,
to a club in
so
a long time, but still.
going through that time just basically put me in
Yeah.
a place where I was like, once I finally came out of it, I knew that I didn't go through it just for me. I
Yeah.
knew that there were other women out there who had lost themselves, let themselves go, were stuck being somebody's mama, somebody's girlfriend, somebody's wife, and have forgotten who they were. And I said, it's time for me to bet on myself and to start building a business where I can be an inspirational speaker and where I can help other women like me to find their purpose. And from there, I got furloughed from my job earlier in the pandemic.
A lot of us.
And was thrust into full-time entrepreneurship.
No, I dig it.
So it found me.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. So what made you decide to start the like? What made you decide to start the podcast and like the format? How did you decide on that format that you have?
Absolutely. So I ran into some great guys, Arlington Lane and Palmer Alexander the
Yeah, those are
third
my people. Those are my
of
people.
In the Zone Network.
Yeah, those are my
They
people.
had me on their network and on their show. And at the end of me being their guest, they were like, you need your own podcast. And I was like, everybody and their mama. Yes, the A Train Arlington Lane. He's actually on one of my episodes too. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was the one.
everybody and
That's
their mama
actually
got
that's
one.
how I found you. Is that episode with Arlington on there?
Did you like it? Did you listen to
Yeah,
it?
that one,
Okay.
that one was good. That one was real good. That was real good. I tell Arlington he's too nice though sometimes.
Oh, he is. He is. He's a sweetheart. But yeah, so they were the ones who encouraged me to do a podcast, and I really was trying to fight against it so much because I tell people all the time, the bread out theory, there's enough room for all of us to succeed. But when it came to myself, I was doubting it. I was like, it's too many podcasts. No, who wants to listen to me? And they were the ones who pushed me to do it. And when all of that stuff was going on with the suicides and the mental health, I said, check on your strong friends. It was like a light bulb went off and it just took on a life of its own.
So what is some of the guests you've had so far on the show?
Sure. So we talked about Arlington Lane, who is a podcaster, audio visual genius. He was on there. I had Bruce Franks Jr., the STL Superman politician, Oscar nominated.
Oops.
I had
Some people know him as
Oops,
the rapper.
yes. If you know him.
Yeah,
It's
you know him
Oops
as
the
Oops.
rapper.
He's a battle rapper. People don't know that.
He's a battle rapper. He's so dope with words, with spoken word. And I had Etoya R. White, who is a licensed counselor, who came on to represent the brothers, as well as Monty Mont, who is a media mogul and podcaster in Las Vegas. So my first season, I was intentional about only having male guests just because I wanted to lift up the voices and amplify the voices of Black men. And I wanted my audience to get to know me and my distinct voice. And so season 2, which releases on Thursday, will be all women interviewed on that season.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, I like that.
Now that I feel like the audience knows my voice pretty much.
Okay, that's dope. I like that concept with that. So, is there any guests that you do want to get?